Hello, fabulous friends, and welcome back to Walk on the Spiritual Side. I am Jamie, and this reading is for our friends under the Cancer sign. The intention used during this card draw was, what do our Cancer friends need to know right now? Please subscribe so you don't miss these monthly reading uploads. Let us know in the comment section below if you'd like to see a certain topic addressed in future readings. You can find a different sign reading on the channel under the Tarot Readings playlist. And this could be if you're on a cusp, maybe you might want to hear the other sign on your cusp, or maybe you popped on this into your feed and you'd like to find an actual reading under your sign and this sign is not yours. Also, you might want to share the playlist with other people, so you can find that listed down below, and I'll link it up down below. Please remember that tarot is not about giving you answers. It's about getting insight to help you make decisions that can help you on your own path. These general readings are not directed at any one person. Take whatever in this reading resonates with you and leave the rest on the table for someone else who needs that insight. Only you can know and make the right decisions in your life. Only you know what will work for the direction that you are looking to go. Only you can know if part or all of this message is for you, and ultimately you are responsible for your own choices. You're the director of your life. That's a pretty cool statement. It's a pretty powerful statement. All right, so let's get started. This spread is for a deeper look into a possible situation in your life. The deck I'm using is the Mystical Dream Tarot deck, and the clarifiers are the Angel Answer cards, which you'll see in the middle of the spread on your screen. So let's go line by line on each one so we can talk about what this reading is. So in line number 1, you're going to see the Lady of Swords. Lady of Swords means that either find yourself alone at this point in time in your life, or you're unsure about the future. Something happened that's making you unsure about your future. This could be a loss of a job or, a loss of a relationship, all kinds of things. There could be many different things that can make you unsure about the future. This card is a reminder, though, that you are fully capable to take care of yourself. You are strong, you're capable, you're forceful, self-actualized, and very deeply aware. You are a strong person. And that is something that this card is here to remind you. You have that strength. Utilize it. There are going to be some changes coming up. And there's uncertainty coming up. And so utilize the strength that you have, and always remember you have that. Rely on yourself. You can also rely on other people, your support system, but you have the strength in you that you want to make sure that you remember you have. The Moon Chariot card signifies that it's time to make a shift, change directions, or embrace something new. So you're all of a sudden find yourself in a situation where you're unsure about the future. Well, that's usually a good time to change directions or embrace something new or make a shift, which is why this card is pretty perfect in the spot that it's in. Now let's look at the clarifier to get a little bit more clarity onto what's going on here. So unlikely is the clarifier. This kind of reinforces the Moon Chariot card. Now, this means that it's unlikely to play out the way that you expect it to. There's probably a different line of events about to take place, changing directions. Remember, the best laid plans are not always worked exactly as you plan them to happen. And adaptation really seems like the name of the game here. So look at alternative paths, different opportunities. Be on the lookout for something different from your plan, and be willing to make those changes and embrace something new. The second line in this reading starts with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a response to change of plans. It really does kind of just fall in line. Take a pause. Avoid hasty decisions. If you're a planner, make plans to possible changes or alternative paths. The unexpected can bring difficulty. You may have difficulty moving forward after, a setback. You may be experiencing anxiety or indecision. And if you are experiencing anxiety is a very real thing. And anytime I know if someone is experiencing anxiety, I always tell them to seek additional help if you need to work through anxiety concerns, because there are a lot of experts out there that can help you through that and make things a lot easier. Now let's move on to the second part of this reading, which is the Lover's card. So this is about partnerships and relationships. Relationships are strengthening. Communication is getting stronger with people that you are in a relationship with. This doesn't just mean intimate relationships. Even though the card is the Lover's card, it can be all kinds of relationships. It does usually center around lovers, but not always. A new relationship of some type could be on the horizon, so be on the lookout for new relationships of various types. in this particular spread, in this particular position, this card can also indicate the main helper through this situation. Perhaps, and I feel that this is pretty on point with what these cards are wanting me to talk about. Perhaps discussion around the challenge that you're facing with someone new in your life can give you a new perspective. That feels like that hit pretty on point for me when I was putting together this reading and getting the intuitional hits that I like to get on my cards, is that it's someone new in your life is going to give you a new perspective. And if this resonates with you, then that may be something that you should be looking for. All right, so now it does say that the clarifier here is to remain positive. Okay, so this is important. What we put out into the universe is what we get back tenfold. The law of attraction. I believe in the law of attraction. And so really, when we are down in a situation where we're getting setbacks, we're uncertain about the future, anxiety is hitting us, we're just really just not having the best outlook on our future, it's really important to remember that we want to be positive and optimistic about our future. Manifestation really plays into the energy that we send out into the universe. That's why I say if you're feeling anxiety, seek out and find some help with a professional that works with individuals with anxiety, because that's going to give you a lot more strength. And we started off this reading by talking about your strength. You are a strong person. You are capable. You have the inner fortitude to work through any kind of problem that comes your way. But sometimes having that additional help to make it easier as you're getting through it can really help to move you along the path of success quicker. All right, so remain positive. They're reminding you to keep a positive attitude. We all go through ups and downs. This could be a difficult time for you, and seeking additional help to work through this time can really help. Like I mentioned earlier, finding someone that works with people who, if anxiety is something that you're experiencing, finding someone who works with anxiety can really help to work through that. Know that there is a positive momentum happening in your life. An upward swing is coming, or it's already initiated. One of the two. The angels are saying it's either here or it's initiated and it's coming. So don't allow yourself to lose hope when your dreams are coming along. Keep the positive and optimistic attitude to help the manifestation along. And this is really important because we talk a little bit more about setbacks in this next line. So let's go ahead and jump right into the next line. The next card is the Lord of Wands. It's tied to the most difficult part of the challenge that you're facing. It's tied into centering on honest conversations, advice that can be trusted. Going back to previous cards, it is almost certainly connected to finding a way to embark through a new portal, new journey, new beginning, and changes that you may not want to have happen, but they're coming. So if this is resonating with you and you are one that finds it difficult to get helpful direction, this card could actually be signaling to try and open up to at least listen to the words of a wise fatherly or motherly energy. Really, honestly, it does tell me the feeling that I get is that build your support system. There are changes that may be coming. You're uncertain about your future, but hey, you know what? There are people out there that can help you with possible anxiety that can come along with that. But also, the thing is that you've got a support system around you, and you want to build upon that and make sure that you appreciate and utilize that support system that's around you. So if we go down to Judgment, which is the wisdom card, this is the card that you're going to be using, the wisdom that you're going to be using to work through this problem. Whether it's you or someone else who has this wisdom that's going to help enlighten you on this path to this wisdom, then be open to that as well. It signifies clarity, seeing a relationship or a situation in the true light. This is most likely the clearest reason for the card to appear in this area of the spread. I feel as you work through this challenge that you're gaining a higher level of maturity, balance, and even more stability in a situation where you're uncertain about your future. Possible anxiety and indecision and learning to embrace change. It's nice to know that there's stability that is going to be on the other side of this. It's really nice to know that you're going to find more balance more stability, even maturity on the other side of this. Now, then the clarifier card here talks about reconsider. So when this card shows up, it usually means that there's an area of your plan that needs to be reevaluated. Remember how we talked about don't be hasty on making those changes, stop and plan it out. Relook at that plan and make sure that that plan is one that you feel really good about, because this is a good time to reevaluate and make sure. Going back to the Five of Swords and the Moon Chariot, there's plan brewing, but time should be taken before moving forward. Talk to someone you trust to get their insight before moving forward. Change should be taken slowly in this moment. And remember, change is constant, but it's not gonna hurt anything to take change slowly too. All right, and then so the last line is the Eight of Wands is the final breakthrough of this challenge. This means, so the Eight of Wands is saying there can be a setback before success. It's like when you're running a race and you're running this race and you trip and fall. If you get back up and finish the race, first of all, you're in first place and then you trip and fall, but you get back up and you finish the race and you finish the race in third place, you still found success. But if you don't finish the race because you tripped and fell, there's no success there. It's failure. So remember that this is a good example. Whenever I get the Eight of Wands, I think of that, is that there is a setback sometimes before success. Remember, life has its ups and downs. Changes can happen fast, and it may take time for understanding to catch up. That's another important part of the Eight of Wands, is that if you are facing change and it's coming by really, really fast, you may need to take some time to figure out what just happened. If you find yourself getting whiplash from changes that take you by surprise, take a moment to marinate on the change, examine how and why it happened, and what lessons that you learned. The Dream Protector is the next step to what's going on in your life. Rely heavily on logic, reason, down-to-earth opinions, intellect, and rational thought when looking towards that next step. Remember your valuable support system. They can help if you need extra help. And perfect timing is the clarifier here. So once you've worked through the steps in this reading that resonate with you and you're ready to take that next step, the angels are saying it is the perfect time to do so. Move forward with confidence. An energy gateway is open for you, and will help you travel through to your next portal. This really seemed to focus on new beginning and taking a step towards a new journey in your life. Even though you're unsure about this new journey, there's good things here. Whether you started alone or with someone at your side, go with the knowledge that you are strong and you have what it takes to move forward. You're dealing with fear around this. Know that the cards show it's time to change direction and embrace change, but be sure to take time before making that change or embrace. Don't be hasty. Build confidence in yourself that you are capable and able to take this path, knowing that confidence makes it easy and easier to take those pauses needed to make sure that you have a plan. Remember that you have the clarity and judgment, and you may need to reconsider portions of your plan every now and then before moving forward. If you do experience any setbacks, the Eight of Wands reminds you that sometimes you will have setbacks before success. It also reminds us that what seems like a setback could simply require time for understanding to catch up, especially in the case of quick changes. Keep your head on the logical side. Relying on the logic will help you keep your emotion out of the situation and keep things clear. Always remember to utilize your support system that you have around you and build upon that support system, and reach out for help if you feel that things are getting harder on you. Thanks for watching. Check out our tarot playlist for other sign readings. Please subscribe, and we will see you soon. Have a great day.